Georgia Southern Eagles and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard. So the Eagles offense will go to work first. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. Coming off a game in which he had 6 grabs, 2 of them going into the end zone in their victory. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against main coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He's got it. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the Clemson Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays, maybe play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up for the completion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete on the right side. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to beat him to the left. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Davidson. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They're going to ride this running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Wide receiver going in motion. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The run inside. It's Davidson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
That's a really great play by the defender, and we obviously know the defense gave up a ton of points there last time out. Coaching staff told us, Dave.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got it on the run. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Johnson looking to throw. Got his man on the outside. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Some misdirection with the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Rushes on him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. Inside the 35. There's a little room there. Touchdown, Tiger! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in Game 2 so far.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Johnson wants to throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Tigers! And they turn it into a defensive score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, on the Eagles sideline, I can tell tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Works the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Davidson. Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down here for the offense. This time he wants to throw. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Tigers! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Finds his man, and there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll go back to the ground. Jukes his way for more. Got enough for the first. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bradshaw. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He goes right back to the air. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great...
Makes the grab in their space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. He's past the 30. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to scramble. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Final timeout called by the Tigers. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Makes a grab past the marker. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead's extended a little further. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with Tennessee taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. He is thrilled with the play of his quarterback. No turnovers right now. They have been clean and efficient on offense. They've got a lead. Let's see if they can continue that here in the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on the vibe down here on the sidelines coming back. Reese?
Okay, Holly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback may change this route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their open...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hollins. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give on the inside. Maybe headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And they tacked on the extra point. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The handoff to Johnson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive.
Makes the catch and he's free. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Tigers in the hurry up. Pulls and fires complete. Nice move, creates some space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run in the red zone, it's Davidson. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Might be calling a hot route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. With the catch, it's Helms.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that 1st play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to him. Picks up the 1st down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Clemson jumps to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Runs through the tackle. Makes a grab and room to run. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And how about this offense keeping their foot on the gas? They've got the lead, and they're still taking shots. Accurate throw by the quarterback, and what a great job by his target after the catch, making a guy miss and getting some extra yards to put up another big explosive here, and they're trying to add to their lead.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure going right. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The run inside. It's Gibbs. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Wesco's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down for this offense. They'll give it to Johnson. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Clemson set up with another first down. Running inside, it's Davidson.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down, no harm, no foul.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Firing to the right, complete. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. In the red area, it's Davidson. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1